So I've been dreading cleaning out or taking out all the stuff in this little cute side bed that I have of Theo's. And I decided that I wanted to do it in February, but it just didn't work out that way to do it then. So I think today I'm going to get that stuff out. I have my little helper here. This is my rainbow baby. Wanna say hi? Can you say hi to everybody? Yes. Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh. Yeah, you just bring so much joy, don't you? Yeah, you do. You do. So he's here helping me today because I kind of think that it's time for him to sleep in this little sleeper and not have it filled with Theo's stuff and Theo's memories. I have a memory box for him, but it's been 2.5 years since Theo died, and it's time to get these things maybe out of this little bed and create more memories with Gideon in it and feel like he has a little place in our family too, on the side of the bed. So I'll show you what's in it. So this is a blanket that I would always kind of wrap Theo up in. It's a Costco one. They're so super soft. And it even has a lot of my tears on it from the years, because I haven't even washed it since he died. I have not, and it's really crusty actually right here. I cried on it and cried on it and cried on it with all my tears, and I don't know if I will ever wash it, and that's okay. But I've used it and I've taken it with me on hard trips and hard vacations, and it probably doesn't have his scent left on it, but it still has a part of him, I feel like, with me. So I'm going to keep that, but probably take it out of this little side bed. And it's interesting because I have been putting other stuff in it kind of to store it, which is kind of weird, but I have this box that has diapers that Theo wore, but Gideon has been wearing them, and it's a cute sunflower box, and sunflowers remind me of Theo. So this isn't so hard to take out of this bed, and neither was that blanket, because they were kind of on top and things that I've taken with me. But there's other stuff in here that I'll be showing you that I haven't even taken out of this bed. So this is Gideon's, and it's okay. Like, this one's something that I don't think Theo wore, maybe once or twice. And this blanket is not. But these little sleepers, Theo was 6 months old and he wore these little sleepers, and I haven't washed them or taken them out of this room since he died, and it's just so adorable, and I kind of hate to do this today. It's a hard thing, but for me, I feel like it's time. Oh, and this cute little one too, this sleeper. My other son, my oldest son, he also used these, but Theo was the last one to actually wear them. And so it's hard to fold them up and put them away. I don't know if I'll wash those or let Gideon wear them, because they're just so adorable, and they're good sleep sacks, and it's hard to decide on that, but for now, I think I'll put it downstairs in the memory box and use it that way. Keep it safe and not washed still. And then there's these other things. So this is Theo's binky. He loved these binkies so much. They were such a good comfort for him in the hospital and when he was in pain or when I wasn't breastfeeding him. And I've never had another baby that likes pacifiers. Not even this guy over here. He doesn't even like them. Yeah. Are you talking to everybody? You're so sweet. Yes, you are. You're a sweet boy to help out. He's being so sweet, helping out. So this one just gave me huge memories, and I found this one actually under the bed maybe a year after he died. I hadn't really taken anything out of underneath my bed, and this popped out, and I just started bawling. And I don't know if I can take this out, but I feel like it's time. I don't know why, but today just felt like a good day. A good day to do this. He also had little binkies like these, but he didn't like these ones as much as these little orange ones from Jolly Pop. And then this other stuff is just like a thermometer that I used on him. But I've taken this out before, just kind of somewhere to set it. And then this little doll. My sister-in-law made this for Theo, and it wasn't in the bed either, but it felt like a nice place to put it while Theo wasn't here with us, and when Gideon wasn't born yet. It's been in here and also being played with, so it hasn't been in here so much, but and then I also have in here this little heart, and this little heart was amazing because this little heart was given to Theo and to my son Porter, and they were made out of the same material. And when Porter wanted to feel Theo next to him, he would just hug this heart because this one was next to Theo, while one that's just like it Porter has in his room. So it was just a sweet reminder for Porter that he could hug it and Theo would be with him. And so I still feel like this, and he still has his heart too, these years later, and this has not moved from this bed. So it's just, this whole experience right now is just kind of something else for me, and I feel like I would be crying more, but for some reason right now I'm not. But probably later I will, when I see it maybe empty without anything in it. And then I also have these stones right here. I got these stones from one of my friends, and they're healing stones. There's quartz in there and some other healing stones that I don't remember the meanings of, but I have a paper that tells me what the meanings are. There's an Apache tear and a citrine crystal in here, and they're just healing stones that I can look at and feel when I would like to do that. And I think I'll keep them still by my bed, but maybe not in here, so that Gideon can sleep in here. Thank you all for doing this with me. I'm going through these things. It's quite the experience, quite the task to pull these things out and feel all the feelings that I have with Theo. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and maybe you'll be able to go through something today or another day that's hard for you to do. It's interesting. I have these little sleep sacks, and sadly I can't really smell because I had COVID, but sometimes it's just nice to hold the things that they wore that maybe you haven't washed or maybe you have washed, and just kind of touch them and hug them and think about when they wore them and how happy you were that they were home or that they were with you. This bed has actually gotten really dirty. I have to vacuum it, and it hasn't moved from this spot in 3 years. We haven't moved it. We didn't do anything with it. We just had all this stuff in it that we took out today, or that I took out today. But it's interesting that it hasn't been cleaned or anything in that long. It's actually pretty dirty. There's lots of crumbs and stuff in there. It's going to be hard for me to vacuum it today. It's going to be hard for me to put these downstairs in a place that they haven't been since Theo died. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. I'm here with you, and if you ever need me, you can just watch these videos. You can join a grief group of ours that we have, or you can email me at creativeways2grieve@gmail.com, and I'm just here for you with whatever you need. Give you a little hug. I just wish he was here with me. He would be 3. It's the perfect age between my 2 boys that I have now at home. So here I go. I'm going to vacuum out. I'm downstairs to get it. Like I said, this bed hasn't been cleaned out or anything in 3 years since Theo was born. And there's no really special day about today, other than it's the 2nd of March. And it doesn't really have a lot of significance. I could probably go look back on some memories and see what Theo was doing on March 2nd. Maybe something would come up that I would feel is the reason why I decided to do it today. But I just lifted up this mat, and I haven't ever lifted out this little mat between the bed. It's like the little cushion. I'm wondering how I should wash that. But there's even crumbs and different things under here with this little piece here. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but stuff like this is really hard to clean out and to not necessarily get rid of, but change. So as I've been vacuuming out this little side bed of ours, I took out the piece, and I just look at that. There is probably breast milk from when Theo was here. Stains. I know that might not mean a lot to other people, and that might be like, that's so gross or disgusting, but to me it's like something that I look at and I say, oh my goodness, Theo, he is real, he's here. He was here with me, and I don't know if I'll be able to wash this. I might have to buy a new cover so I can keep this. If that makes any sense to all of you. I don't know if it does, but to me I just can't get rid of it right now. I don't know if I can wash it. Or maybe I can. I'll let you know what I decide to do. But, yep. Maybe spit up from Theo. Because Gideon has never laid in this bed, so there's no way it's his. And this bed was bought by my husband's grandma Eloise for Theo to sleep next to us. So, yeah. I just noticed something in Theo's bed that I hadn't really noticed before. Right here on the side of the bed. I think he pressed up his little cute nose or mouth to it when he was sleeping. We'll have that to look at. I'm going to fold up all these things and downstairs. Set the camera here. Two little sleep sacks. Blanket. Sometimes when I don't know what to do with stuff with Theo's, I just put it kind of away and let it sit there, and I can think about it for another day. Because grief doesn't have a timeline, and we don't need to make it so it has a timeline. We just need to make it as simple and as personal as we can. It just depends on what you can do, what you would like to do with your grief, and how you would like to honor your child. And this is how I like to honor Theo, is by I kept his things close to me so that I could touch them and feel them and hold them while I was sleeping, or if I woke up in the middle of the night crying, I could reach over and feel something that was his, and I could just wallow in it for a while. And it's how I like to grieve. I like to think about him, think about the memories I have with him, even think about the really hard memories I have, and cry about it, think about it, write about it. I haven't been so good at writing. I need to write more stuff down, and I probably will. You'll probably see it as I do that. It's been 3 years since he was born, and 2.5 years since he died. And Stuff is just barely getting moved downstairs, so these are pretty much the things that I haven't taken downstairs that have been just up here, except for this blanket here. I've taken this on vacations and stuff with me. And these little pacifiers, I'm going to go down there too. And this little heart. The Amazing Spider-Man. We got that in the hospital, so we didn't really get to choose what was on it, but that's okay. Because someone made it for us, and it's just so special that we have that still. So I'll be taking it downstairs, and I'll show you my little space that I have down there. Gideon's being such a good little helper. I'm going to go get him in just a minute. He's kind of fussy. So, just making my way to my house. And this is the closet kind of that we have. It's under our stairs that has all of Theo's things in it. Just back there. So they're kind of piled up right now. Don't really have a way about them that I have figured out that I want to keep them, but back in the back of the closet. Here they are. Theo's things from the bed. It's kind of dark in here. Sorry, you probably can't see it very well, but it's in the closet. We think about how it's kind of sentimental to put our baby stuff away when they grow older. But when you have a child that doesn't really get to grow older, you want everything to just stay the same. And it's stayed the same for us for 2.5 years. And it's, I guess, time to put them in a safe spot so that they won't get ruined by daily life. And so that my little son Gideon can sleep in there. And here he is. It's Happy Rainbow Boy. He's ready to take a nap. Yeah. Are you ready to take a nap? Yeah. He looks a lot like Theo too. He's kind of in the middle of my two boys, Porter and Theo. It's sweet to have a rainbow baby. It's also really hard. And just know that I'm with you guys. You can ask me anything. I'm an open book.